Hey friends, how are we? Oh my gosh, I'm late. But that's okay. I literally have just got back from watching a movie with as a fundraiser. It was a movie fundraiser night and it's called Bonhoeffer. Oh my god, it was so good. Miss Kim Guthrie, she's jumped on. Hello. I am just doing my live around tonight is around the question, the big old question. My hair is wild today. I washed it and now it's gone all fluffy. Oh my goodness. So my 16-day series, this is day 3. Tonight I am talking about the question, is wine your only fun? And tonight we're going to just explore a little bit about real pleasure, about boredom, and why alcohol has potentially just become your entertainment, right? So let's just be honest, just menu. For a lot of women, my husband always laughs when I say woman and woman because it just sounds like the same thing to him. He reckons it's my Kiwi accent. Probably is. Or it's just the way that I was taught how to say it. But anyway, for a lot of women, wine isn't just a drink, right? It is like the highlight of our day. So when we talk about taking a break, it literally can feel like we're giving up the only source of fun that we have. But is it really fun, or is it just that it's familiar? And most of us, we're not addicted to alcohol. What we are addicted to, though, is we are addicted to relief, to reward, to connection, or to escape. And wine has really just been that shortcut to get us there. Our brain likes to associate wine with fun, and purely because it gives us a dopamine hit. So over the course of time, like the fun comes with consequences, which is what kind of triggered me into deciding to go all in on not drinking. But it had to start somewhere, right? And so I started with my 100-day experiment. So, those consequences for me as I was waking up, like just feeling like ass more often than not, and then always regretting my decision to drink, and just in that real boggling mind, do I give up? Do I not give up? Why can't I figure this out? And I just remember thinking that, alcohol feels so good in the moment, but it really, all it does was it just was stealing from tomorrow. And that to me kind of was like this mindset shift around, if it's stealing from tomorrow, is it truly fun? And this is the worst, best analogy that I can come up with, is it's like having an affair, right? It feels like it's a good idea in the moment. Oh my God, it feels amazing, that rush of dopamine, that surge of adrenaline, that all the thing. And then you do the thing, and then it's not the thing. I know it's probably a terrible story to tell, but I've lived that. I've been there. I have also healed my relationship with infidelity. It was one of my relationship behaviours that I really had to sort through and sift through. And really what it came down to was that I just had this belief that I wasn't loved. And so I've really sought love from outside of myself, and that generally came from people, it came from food, it comes from alcohol. Alcohol was a thing that gave my brain a really quick hit of dopamine, and it's just this feel-good chemical that of course we know it's linked to pleasure, it's linked to reward, it's linked to motivation. When you know what the brain is actually wired to do, the brain is actually wired to avoid pain, conserve energy, and seek pleasure. So it is a pleasure-seeking missile, and then it never wants to do anything that is going to potentially hurt you. And of course, it is just telling you to just do the easiest thing. Just do what you already know, because that helps you conserve energy. Now, this is great back in the caveman days, but seriously, we've kind of moved on from then. And our brain needs to catch up with all these other things that are outside of ourselves, which potentially can give us access to that, that feel-good chemical dopamine. I was listening to I'm listening to an audio book at the moment called What Happened to You. So part of my training, I'm being trauma certified, I was really, really interested in what links childhood and alcohol and behaviour, relationship behaviours and things like that. I've always been really fascinated with, obviously, my own behaviour first, and then it's kind of trickled into how can I learn more about this? How can I help other people with this? And I was listening to Oprah Winfrey, and I think it's Bruce Perry is the Dr. Bruce Perry is the other author, and they were talking about neurotransmitters and neuroplasticity, and he explained like your neuro pathway as an old dirt road. So there's this old dirt road, and what you're trying to do is like there's a new freeway that's built on the other side, or there's another road, sealed road, and it's getting used to driving on that sealed road and not taking the old way, the old dirt path. And I thought that was a really good story that I heard today that just kind of linked in with what I was talking about tonight. So yeah, where was I going with that? So yeah, and that's why I suppose the first sip, the first drink of alcohol, it's like, oh yes, that relief after a big long day. But the catch is that over time the brain starts to rely on alcohol as the trigger for that dopamine release, and so when you don't drink, life feels flat, it feels boring, and it can even feel frustrating in comparison. And it's not that you need alcohol, but it's that your brain has forgotten to get those same good hit feelings from something else that's actually healthier and more sustainable without a hangover. Who would have guessed? What? So yeah, I used to think that if I didn't drink wine or drink my rum and coke, that my evenings would actually feel flat, feel boring and lifeless. And think about your kids, right, when you're in the supermarket, or when they come in, they're like, I'm bored, and you're like, just go, like, be creative, go draw. You're giving them all these things to do. Our brain is a little bit like that. Our inner child comes out, and it doesn't want to be bored, and it doesn't want to feel flat, and it doesn't want to feel lifeless. So it does everything that you can possibly think of. Enough, if you're a drinker, it's the alcohol. It will want to go and do that. So I used to think that if I didn't drink my wine or my rum and coke, that my evenings would feel just poop, really. And now I have, like, every night is a fresh night. It's me time. I get to wake up every morning without the hangover, without the regret, without the shame, without the guilt. And I actually do wake up feeling really proud of my choices. And I think that's where we have to take the old dirt road, right? And say to the dirt road, like, on that highway over there that we're building, that new highway, that's where I make really good choices. That's actually the better way. And we have to train our brain to see the difference between what is actually good for us versus what we think is good for us now. It's like delaying the gratification, right? Some other things that I used to, like even this morning, I got up nice and early, went for a walk on the jetty. That was beautiful. The water there, the birds flying, people fishing. When I was in Brisbane earlier in the year, I took my 9D breathwork, what we call them, earphones over there, and we did a solo dance party. So one of my friends actually brought her daughter with her on her holiday, and we decided that just one night I was like, why don't we have a disco? Why don't we get her to pick the music and then we'll just dance all night? And we did that, and it was so much fun. I hadn't done that in years. And yes, admittedly, it was a little bit weird to start with. It was like, and again, I haven't drunk for over 2 years, and it still feels weird sometimes. But that discomfort is way more worth the pain, right, than waking up the next day feeling like I just put myself through a ringer or something. So yes, but anyway, what I wanted to do tonight, so I'm hoping that you might have watched one or two of these before. Let's stand up there, my friend. Stand. All right. Was if you've done, I'm going away tomorrow, and I'm supposed to have packed, and I haven't packed yet. Oops, my suitcase is over there. Anyway, so you don't mind the background. I introduced you into my pause, feel, and connect method, and if you don't know what that is, I will quickly talk about it. But tonight's tool that I wanted to introduce to you was what we call EFT tapping. And whilst I'm not going to explain everything, what you could do is you could just join me and then maybe just experience it. Okay, so don't Google it for now, unless you want to know more about it. And if you've got, literally, we're going to do this in 1 minute, okay? This is going to interrupt that pattern, interrupt that tool. It's one way that you can pause, and then rather than drinking and pouring or what have you, is just try this, okay? So we are going to, and I do have my little script here, so don't mind me. We are going to tap about just being open to discovering fun that doesn't leave me depleted, and leaning into some curiosity and leaning into reconnect to what actually makes you feel good. All right, so let's start with the karate chop. And we're going to repeat this 3 times. Even though I think wine is the only fun I have, I'm open to discovering joy in new ways. Even though I think wine is the only fun I have, I'm open to discovering joy in new ways. Even though I think wine or rum and coke or beer is the only fun I have, I am open to discovering joy in new ways. So we're just going to move some energy. You may feel thirsty. You may need to take a deep breath. All right, eyebrow. Oh, go there. This wine feels like a reward. But sometimes, I might just lift my glasses up for this. Sometimes I don't feel great after. Just keep tapping just on the side there. I'm tired of the cycle and I want to feel good, not just numb what I'm feeling or avoid any emotion. I don't know what I actually need sometimes, and that's okay. But I am willing to pause and find out. There is a version of me, just under the kind of where the bra strap is, there is a version of me who knows how to have fun without wine. And I am open to finding her. I'm open to more. And then just close with with your hands over your heart and just say out loud or in your mind's eye, just whisper it to yourself. No one else has to hear you. Is I can feel good. I can feel connected. And I choose something that doesn't leave me depleted. You can put any words in there, whatever you choose, and I choose something that makes me feel alive, and I choose something that makes me feel energetic, and I choose something that makes me feel in awe of myself, that makes me feel proud, that makes me feel insert whatever. So yes, so that's one way that you can bring in that pause, is do a quick tap. You'll be surprised what 1 minute can do, how it can really shift the energy. And then, you can just ask yourself, what do I actually need? What do I feel right now? Is it pleasure? Do I require some pleasure? What other ways can I find pleasure sources? What is the relief that I require right now? Sometimes just getting a 10-minute walk in it is great. It feels good after you do some boxing or you do some yoga or you go for a bike ride or, whatever that thing is for you. What if I need connection? Could I just quickly phone a friend? What if I just needed to take a break? What if I actually just needed a nap? And then, build that list of choices that you have that you can really connect into. Choose from your list of real options that don't leave you feeling flat tomorrow. My friends, that is it today. If you are nodding along and you are kind of sick and tired of being sick and tired of feeling like ass, or you just want to cut back some drinking, want to take a break, you don't have to quit for good, right? We don't have to cross the finish line right now. We can just take that first step. We can just do some training, pump up, get some steps in, pump up our guns and lead ourselves there. But for right now, it's just the first step. So I invite you to join my 5-day challenge. It's called Rethink Your Midweek Drink. It's where we unpack all of this with some support, some structure, and of course, no shame. Shame does not get to come play with us. That's starting on the 18th of May. I do have a link in my bio, so just jump on there. If you've got any questions, just let me know. And of course, you can also download my 5 midweek drink swaps. That is called Sober and Satisfied. And if you've got any questions, feel free to just drop me a line, DM me, scoop me a message on my stories, and I will see you back again tomorrow for day 4. All right, friends, bye.